I tell you, there's a lot of attitude in that ring right now, Emily.
That is true. Seems to be a lot of disrespect, too, on the part of Missa Kate.
Yeah, Missa Kate, I don't know if I would say she has an attitude problem, because she definitely has an attitude, but I'm not sure that she has a problem with it. She seems to be perfectly okay with her attitude. Let's see if Katalina Perez feels the same as they go into a lockup, center of the ring. Katalina Perez with that headlock, trying to take control early. Amherst, you've been kind of on a roll as of late. Competed here at PWF for a title opportunity of your own. So whenever you get into a situation like this, how important is it to establish dominance early in a contest like this?
I think it's definitely important, because if you go in there with not much confidence, they'll take that in and they'll beat you down early, because they know that, you think you're not going to win. So if you walk in there with that confidence and knowing that you can win, they'll be a little more, it's a little bit more of a threat, for sure.
You got to make yourself feel like a threat, and I feel like both of these women know walking in that they've got to let the other one know that this is their ring. This is the opportunity that they are going to take for themselves.
This is definitely a huge competition. I haven't seen much of Missa Kate, but I have heard of her, and so I'm, really enjoying what I'm seeing of her so far. And like I said, I know of Katalina, and so I think this will be a really, really solid matchup.
Yeah, both of these women very, very talented. Both of them putting on strong showings as of late. And we're seeing a lot of strong technical wrestling from both of them, showcasing that knowledge and know-how of the fundamentals.
Speaking of some knowledge, Katalina working on that left arm of Missa Kate.
It's always a good idea to pick your spots and work it. We talked in that first match. If you can't breathe, you can't wrestle. Well, if you can't grasp somebody, you also can't wrestle. You can't hold somebody down if you got two broken arms. There's both these women trying to maintain control, working each other into the corner. This is going to be one of those matches where referee Isaac is going to have to keep on his toes. And the fans don't seem to appreciate Missa Kate's brand of attitude at all. Blowing a kiss to Katalina. And dropping her down to the mat.
Missa Kate, very cocky today.
I think she walked into this building feeling like that title opportunity was already hers. As Katalina tries to prove her wrong. And now Missa Kate rolling to the outside, trying to take a breather.
And that confidence just goes back to what Amherst was saying. You have to have confidence in yourself, especially when you're going into a big match like this with some big aspirations and title opportunity on the line.
Yeah, I mean, the repercussions of this match are going to be felt for quite some time. The date of that title opportunity has not been specified, so our champion, whoever that may be, who walks out of here at the end of the night with that title belt, is going to have to know that one of these women is gunning for them. As Katalina Perez stalks her prey on the outside, with a solid chop, there's no safety.
Very obviously sick of Missa Kate taking her time.
That is right, and I am sure both of those women in our main event tonight are watching this match very closely to see who their next opponent's going to be.
If I know our current champion, I know that the wheels are already turning, thinking about a plan to pregame for either of these possible opponents.
100%.
And these women going to war with each other on the outside, throwing those stiff strikes. Missa misses, and Katalina returns.
Isaac being very lenient with that count out because he knows what's at stake here.
Yeah, we don't want a title contender determined as a direct result of a count out. That would just driven right into the side of the ring. It's nothing but wood and steel. And the back of Katalina Perez is feeling all of it.
Finally back in the middle of the ring.
Into a cover, 1, 2. 2 count. All that punishment that Katalina Perez took on the outside, Missa Kate still only able to get a 2 count. And now using the ropes to try to choke the life out of Katalina Perez. You have to ask yourself, in a situation like this, how dirty are you willing to go to get what you want? Amherst, I've seen you in a lot of situations where things are very dire and there's a lot on the line. At what point do you start seeing where you're going to push buttons, where you're going to try to, if not break the rules, try to bend them a little bit?
I think it just gets to a point, like whenever you just keep on getting beaten down, where you just have that moment where you're like, you know what, screw it. I'll do whatever it takes to get that win.
And it feels like Missa Kate kind of walked into the ring already having that screw it moment as she had Katalina Perez in that surfboard. Katalina able to counter, but Missa Kate taking pains to regain control of the match. Rolling her over, goes for a full mount as a cover, doesn't get anything more than a 2 out of it.
That's right, it's going to take a lot to put away either of these women. As we've said, the winner of this match will get a VWR title opportunity.
And Missa going for the cover. Smart strategy by Missa, just trying to maintain control, keep Katalina off balance, going for the cover when she can, making Katalina exert that energy to kick out, and then now trying to squeeze the life out of her.
That is right. She's been just changing submissions constantly.
And Katalina, I've seen a lot of her various promotions throughout the United States, and there's something I'll say about Katalina. She doesn't seem like the type to give up easily.
Definitely not. I think this is a big enough opportunity, and I know that Katalina wants it enough. So despite the fact that Missa is beating her down, I think there is a chance that Katalina will come back from this.
Well, you see that ring awareness, even in a submission hold, able to get the shoulders down and make Missa think on her feet. Able to break that submission, but Missa back to her feet. Driving those knees into the midsection of Katalina Perez.
Calling for one more.
Missa Kate has at least one person in her cheering section here tonight. Surprising, but it takes all types. Well, Missa looked like she was going to go back to the well. May have gone for it one too many times. Spinning discus forearm from Katalina Perez, and now both women down to the mat. And Isaac has started the count.
And I think this is a really good time for Katalina to reevaluate a little bit.
That's assuming that Katalina can get to her feet. She has taken a tremendous amount of punishment, but she is stirring, trying to crawl her way back to a vertical base. Now these women on one knee are gonna try to exchange some hard strikes. Center of the ring. Oh, violent chop. Katalina ducks that clothesline, lands a chop, and shoots Missa into the corner, off the ropes. Bounces right back up. Series of clotheslines. Ooh, back elbow, that'll do it. But Missa right into a bicycle kick. Double knees. Into the cover, 1, 2. I really thought that was it. That was very close.
I did too. That was quite a flurry of offense.
Yeah, you get it. You see a sequence of events like that, and you have to wonder how someone can manage to stay down. When you take that level of punishment, all it is just pure desire. And I guess Missa Kate really wants that title opportunity.
That is right. And Katalina has definitely gotten a second wind, you can see.
Maybe fueled by the fans here at Houston Premier Arena tonight. Maybe fueled by a desire to walk out with some gold in the future. Power slam from Missa into a cover. 1, 2. 2 count. And there's the frustration.
She cannot let that frustration get the better of her. She will not win this contest.
Yeah, she's got to stay on the ball. And the ball in this case is Katalina Perez.
Otherwise, I think she can easily get distracted, and Katalina could end up with the win.
Absolutely.
Katalina drops down. Missa down. Katalina off the ropes. Into a DDT. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. That was as close as it gets without the hand coming down for a third time. And now Katalina showing a little bit of frustration, knowing that she's throwing everything that she has at Missa Kate and not able to come up with the win just yet.
I think both women have put everything that they have into this match, and so it can really go either way at this point.
You're right, Amaris. I mean, looking at the way that both of these women are going at it, looking at the way that they're both attacking their opponent, either one of them deserves that title shot. It's just a matter of who's going to come out on top as Katalina goes face first into that second turnbuckle. Ooh! Running knee to the back of the head, and Katalina might be out. Two count. And Missa firmly believed that that was it. She thought she had this thing in the bag.
And that may have just been muscle memory from Katalina.
Very well could have been.
And there's that frustration from Missa Kate.
Yeah, but throwing a temper tantrum is not going to earn you a title opportunity. Pinning your opponent or submitting your opponent will.
Oh!
Isaac
Isaac is down.
Isaac just took a sick kick to the midsection. And Katalina goes for a cover, but Isaac's not seeing
no
it.
breath.
You know, a pinfall cannot occur without a referee, and Isaac took a hard hit there. He is in the corner, and he is down. Spinning sidekick, Missa nails Katalina. And I think the wheels are turning in Missa Kate's head. Where's she going?
She's looking under the ring.
She's looking under the ring.
It's never a good thing.
We need to get someone out here to take care of this situation immediately, because the last thing we need are foreign objects in the ring. Oh, and Isaac almost took one to the head. Oh, and there's a roll up. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Missa Kate